Most people have experienced it. Anxiety, overwhelming, crippling, and all-consuming. Makeup is my voice, expression, and art. It's a conduit to breathe life into any character of my heart's desire, to experience a limitless world of imagination. A way to break the binds of my shyness and anxiety, giving me the power to show the world my soul, my craft, my love, and the mythical creatures that roam in my head. This is my entry for the NYX Face Awards Top 30 Challenge. The theme was Power of Makeup. If you find this look deserving to move me on to the top 20, be sure to click the link in the description box below and cast your vote. So I have 2 tutorials to go through with you, so let's get started. We're going to start out with the base of NYX Professional Makeup SFX Cream in white. Then set it with the NYX SFX Set Powder. Now moving on to the black NYX SFX Cream. I wanted the anxiety being to be very graphic, so I'm creating bold shapes and contour. I also created almost a furrowed brow. Since the character represents anxiety, I wanted to have a permanent look of worry. I took the white SFX Cream and a torn makeup sponge to create breakup where the 2 colors meet. Using NYX Matte Lipstick in Ultra Dare, I'm further softening the transition into the white. With NYX Glazed and Confused and Toxic, I did a grungy tear streak effect under my eye. Also added some to the corners of my mouth. I used some black body paint to darken and clean up the lower edges of my eyes and the cheekbone hollows, followed by a quick spatter for texture. Now for the chest. Started out with my black NYX SFX Cream, filling in the remaining skin with white NYX SFX Cream, being sure to overlap the black to create softer transitions. Going over with that torn sponge so I could get some nice textures throughout. I took some black alcohol activated makeup and stippled the top of my neck for more breakup, then spattered that same product and concentrating on the black areas. Quick spatter over the high points using white alcohol color. Took black water activated body paint to create the drips down my neck. Popped some highlights using NYX Pigment in Magnetic. Also added some to my chin and Cupid's bow. Next I did my lips in NYX Liquid Suede and Alien. This is the look of disappointment when you realize the step was not recording. With a brush in my finger, I smudged my lip line for a more grungy look. Even went in with some white SFX cream, lightly tapping it in the outer areas, then highlighting the center of my lips using that platinum pigment. With NYX Lid Lingerie and Bad to the Bone, I'm going to clean up my eyelid shape. Once the contacts are in, I use the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk on my waterline. Just doing a quick touch-up since putting my scaleras in did smudge up a couple areas. I then took that Milk pencil again, but this time using a brush, to add a bit of a wing and add some drama to the inner corner of my eyes. Now that this look is done, here's a quick run through of the stop motion from my intro. For this effect, I used NYX That's the Point eyeliner in both Hella Fine and Super Edgy. In the intro, the makeup palette is a symbol of creative power. It begins to crack and break anxiety apart. I felt like stop motion was the only way to properly illustrate this, even though I've never attempted it before. This portion, I was using chopped up iridescent cellophane. For the next look, I used NYX Faux White's Eye Brightener and White Smoke to sketch out the heart shape. Then with white alcohol activated color, I started to draw out the crystal shapes. I drew up the design ahead of time, so at this point I'm just recreating it. This character I wanted to be a powerful warrior that kind of embodies creativity and imagination. The crystal heart is supposed to be a power source. Now with NYX Professional Makeup Intense Butter Gloss and Funnel Delight, I'm coloring random areas, not worrying about every section. Follow that up with NYX Liquid Suede and Run the World, doing the same thing I did with the pink color. Then on to NYX Liquid Suede and Little Denim Dress. Again, we're just kind of bouncing around and coloring random areas. Taking NYX Lid Lingerie and Bad to the Bone, and using a fluffy brush, I'm lightly patting color to create highlights and slightly blend the colors. Moving on to the NYX Professional Makeup Prismatic Shadow and Doll Face. Start to punch up a few of the pink areas. With the NYX eyeshadow color Epic, I begin to loosely create shadows. I still wanted it to look anatomically correct, even putting it around outer areas to give it a more 3D effect. Wanted to further punch up that pink, so I grabbed the matte pink color out of the NYX Ultimate Electric palette. Back to that same palette, only this time taking the teal matte color, using it sparsely to deepen some areas. I go back to that pink NYX Intense Butter Gloss, and better define some of the pinky areas. Following that up with pressing the matte pink shade from our trusty Ultimate Electric palette. This sets the cream and gives it extra punch. I did spray a few coats of NYX Professional Makeup Matte Finish. I took the Milk Jumbo eye pencil on a short square brush to create soft highlights along the crystal edges. These highlights will help create a three-dimensional look I'm trying to achieve. Now I just went over all the original outline with the white alcohol color. Using the NYX Lid Lingerie Bad to the Bone, I created some hot spots of light. Then using white body paint, I added even more opaque highlights. I outlined around the heart with a black alcohol color, feathering it as it goes out, not worrying too much about blending because we're going to come back to this later. Moving on to the rest of my chest, I grab the NYX Intense Butter Gloss Funnel Delight and start spreading around the heart and on my arms, then blending it out. Follow that up with the NYX Run the World Liquid Suede. I lay some color in the hollows of my collarbones and the upper part of my neck, also bringing that color around the heart. After that, I use the NYX Liquid Suede Little Denim Dress on the top part of my neck and blending into the previous purple area to get a darker tone, and using it to deepen certain areas of the purple sections. I took the NYX Professional Makeup SFX Cream in Fuchsia and filled in the remaining area, excluding my collarbones. Taking that matte teal color, again from the NYX Ultimate Electric palette, I blend some up the sides of my neck. With the purple eyeshadow Epic, I press it into the blue and deeper purple parts to add some more pigment and set the creams at the same time. Next, I do the same thing over the pink areas using the Ultimate Electric palette matte pink color. I take the silvery color from the Love You Some Mochi palette. I apply it to my collarbones and high points of my neck. I started with my finger and then went in with a wet brush for more color. I apply more of the SFX Fuchsia cream. In doing this, I cover my skin better. I also follow with that matte pink shadow. Also went ahead and applied the NYX SFX Set Powder over everything just in case I missed anywhere. With the NYX Professional Makeup Liner and Smudger Gel in Jet Black, I begin darkening the areas around the heart from earlier. Using the matte black shadow from the NYX Avant Pop Surreal My Heart palette, I smoke out the edges of the black. I wanted to amp up the highlight a little, so using NYX Pigment in Diamond, I applied in the inner areas of my neck and collarbones, also using it in the black area and feathering it out for some sparkle. I then applied an iridescent glitter in the black area, keeping it closer to the heart than I did with the Diamond pigment. Now for the face. As you can see, I sped up the process by already blocking out my eyebrows off camera. Taking that trusty Fuchsia NYX SFX cream, I started by applying it to the forehead and cheekbone areas, and just a little on my chin. Going in with the white NYX SFX cream, I stick to the middle of my face and the very top of my cheeks, blending it into the pink for a soft transition. Went ahead and set all that with some powder. Back to that matte teal color from the NYX Ultimate Electric palette, I applied it to the inner half of my eye and down the sides of my nose. Also added a little on the sides of my jaw for added color breakup. After that, I moved to the sparkly metallic version of the teal, then applied it wet over the areas we just used the matte color on. Moving on to the NYX Professional Makeup Prismatic Shades in Dark Swan. Apply it to the outer lid and under the eyes and lightly blend it out. Taking the NYX Love You So Mochi palette, I used the pinky purple shade to blend around the blue. With little denim dress liquid suede, I create a large wing shape to my eye, making sure to blend and feather it out. Then I tapped in the matte blue color from the NYX Ultimate Electric palette. Now with the matte pink eyeshadow, I go around the blue, blending in and creating a purple transition shade. With a larger brush, I start to intensify the pink area. Grab that purple liquid suede color to do some contouring on my cheeks. And I added more blue liquid suede to my jawline and neck. Then you want to go ahead and powder those areas and set it. Took the NYX Jet Black liner and smudger to my lash line, staying with the outer half of my eyes. Following that with some more pink shadow. I applied NYX Professional Makeup Wicked Lashes in On Another Level. Begin to apply some glue in the inner half of my brow area, then press on some circular iridescent glitter. I go back and ramp up the pink areas on my cheeks and temples with the Fuchsia SFX cream. With the torn makeup sponge and the white NYX SFX cream, I intensify the white areas of my face. Next, I'm taking the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in Sunbeam. I highlight my chin and the tops of my cheeks. Now with the NYX Professional Makeup Eyeshadow Color in Electric, I start to intensify the blue areas. Used a little bit of NYX eyeshadow and glass slipper over the areas of teal that we did earlier. I went ahead and applied glue on my neck and started applying the same glitter we put on the brows. Then applying a finer glitter to fill in the gaps. Applied that purple liquid suede on my lips, then dabbed some NYX Professional Makeup Shadow in Frostbite, using it as a highlighter in the center portion of my lips. Dabbed a little matte pink shadow under the corners of my mouth and under my lower lip. I add a little detail on the top of my cupid's bow and the center of my bottom lip using the NYX Liquid Lip Liner in Kinetic. Once my contacts are in, I applied NYX Professional Makeup Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean on my waterline. I also added small sections of lashes in the bottom corner of my eyes. With the NYX Color Mascara in Forget Me Not, I apply it to the tips of the lashes for an ombre look. For the last touches on my crystal heart, I add some Starburst glints using white water-based body paint. And then we're done. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you loved this video. Let me know if any of you are interested in how I created the costume or the color changing horns. I might make a video for it. And as always, I can't wait to show you my next creation.